Hey everyone, Movie Manny here, and welcome to another Movie Manny review.
Lights, camera, action.
Now, I know what you're all thinking. Manny, why are you reviewing YouTube stuff, let alone YouTubers' content? How dare you say that to me? In these dark times, when you got no more movies to go to, you gotta rely on these streaming sites. You gotta rely on them now. Well, why not I talk about this? Before I get into today's topic, I really gotta say this: YouTube has its ups and downs. Trying to make content on this website gets harder and harder every day. A long time ago, YouTube used to be a place where you just upload videos. Nowadays, uploading is a complete hassle. You gotta worry about curse words, family friendly, demonetization, and all that bull crap that we're all so paranoid about. It's just, ugh. But believe it or not, over the years, not only the YouTube website has changed, the people who were on the site from the very beginning, they evolved as well. Coming from just a bunch of people making crazy videos to wannabe movie stars. Even the site itself wants to make their own movies and TV shows called YouTube Red. Some of them are good, some of them are average, some of them not so good. But ever since 2020 got butchered by the COVID, most of us got no choice but start watching stuff online. I would talk about like a bunch of other things from different apps like Netflix or Disney Plus or even HBO Max. But I really want to talk about this because particular type of show because this show and the YouTuber that made this kind of hold a special place in my heart. In some ways, this is a love letter, and this review is like a love letter to him. Why not I talk about this YouTuber that goes by the name of SMG4? If you all don't know who he is, I'll tell you. SMG4 does these cool Gmod Super Mario cartoon parodies. They're really cool. They're really fun. They're really innovative. I know what you're all thinking. How did I come across this guy? Well, I'll tell you. See, it all started when I was just watching videos on YouTube. But then this particular video came on my recommendations. And I clicked it, I laughed my ass off, and immediately I went, I must subscribe to him. And here we are now. Boy, did I make a good choice of subscribing to that guy long time ago. Throughout the times I subscribed to him, he really upgraded his craft. Coming from making funny, crazy, random videos to creating thought out worlds, memorable original characters, story arcs, and much, much more. Not only he updated his craft in his channel, he also made a secondary channel with his brother called Hobo Bros. They play video games, yell about their ass, and watch random memes on the internet. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about SMG4's first web series, his magnum opus, as you may call it, called Meta Runner. Meta Runner is about a cyborg girl named Tari, who wakes up in a world where society revolves around video games. Among this well-known gaming world, this futuristic gaming world, there are these gamers that goes by the name of Meta Runners, a group of gaming individuals who would literally replace their own limbs their own arms, their entire lives, just to boost their gaming skills. But Tari is special. Not only she's good at playing the games, she can also teleport herself into the games that she's playing. A very unusual power, but believe it or not, an evil gaming corporation wants to take control of Tari and her powers, while a bunch of rebel meta runners want to protect her, keep her safe, and expose this evil gaming corporation that is after Tari for showing how evil and bad they are. Will the good guys win? Will the bad guys win? You decide in Meta Runner. Now, I am totally on board with this idea. When I first got into these episodes about a year ago, I absolutely loved it. I loved the characters. I love the story. I even love the setting. I even love the animation, because again, this is SMG4. Well, Luke, if you guys want to look up this guy's name, his real name, this is his first animated series, and very soon their second season is coming out, and I don't know when this video is going to come out. I wanted to put this video before the anniversary of the first episode, on the anniversary, after, or on the day when the second season comes out. I don't know when this video is coming out. I'm very, very lazy. But now, since a whole year has passed, does this still, in my mind, hold up? Well, I looked at it as a fan. Now I'm looking at it as a reviewer, a critic. Now, before I get into this, and before you all want to look up the show and watch it for yourself, there's a couple things you all should know. Number 1, Luke and Kevin's first web series. The guys that made this were Luke and Kevin. Very long last name, so again, just call him SMG4 and SMG4's brother. This is their first web series. So yes, there's going to be a little bit of nitpick there, a little bit of questioning here, some biased thoughts here and there, and all that other stuff. This show has its flaws. A lot of shows have flaws. And so whoever wants to look up this video and want to troll them or say how much they suck, please don't. Just take it easy on them. If I made a web series, I would. It will suck too, but I don't want you guys to go crazy about it. I mean, I know this is YouTube and all, but leave these guys alone. Their little YouTube video alone. Which, by the way, number 2, this isn't a YouTube Red original.
Say what? What?
Huh?
What? Excuse me?
Excuse me, what?
That's impossible.
It's impossible.
Not scientifically possible!
Yeah, I know. Completely what, how, and why. But believe it or not, it is true, folks. It is true. This is not a YouTube original. YouTube did not tamper with this. YouTube did not tell Luke and Kevin what to do here. This is all done by their own hands, their own company, Glitch Productions. This is all done by them, and my God, I am thankful for it. That's why I was more on board with this idea from the very beginning. And I'm just going to review one episode. Maybe in the far future I'll review more episodes and also get to the second season when it comes out. Right now I'm going to focus on the first episode. Now, enough of the delay. Let's get to it. This is the first episode of the first season of Meta Runner.
Video games are everything.
Well, now it is, since the frickin' virus. I see you, creepin'! Alright, so the show begins with a narrator or some guy talking about how video games thrive in the future, not just in entertainment, but in jobs, career, pop culture. Basically, again, what real life is happening right now. And then the guy finally gets to the meta runners.
Meta runners. People who are willing to replace their limbs just for a boost in accuracy, dexterity, and performance.
As you can plainly see, this is heavily based on esports people, Twitch streamers, and speedrunners. No disrespect to these guys. I really respect them, but I just have to say, boy, you guys really want to show how much you guys love games. I mean, I too love games. I am a gamer myself. Sure, I prefer myself as a movie lover, but don't get me wrong. I love to game. I love playing video games. I mean, look at my hat. It's a Mario hat. Hello. Anyway, we finally get to see the guy who has been talking in the past 48 seconds.
What I have planned. Until the world sees you. Tari.
What is it, Mr. Furrow?
And then we finally get to meet our main character, Tari. Completely confused, waking up in a laboratory, an abandoned laboratory, discovering that she has this robotic arm on her, and seeing flashbacks of the guy who's been talking to her.
Hello? Is anyone there?
We're going to ramp up the difficulty a bit. I want you to try your best.
She finally walks out of the laboratory, sees a very, very bright light, walks towards it, before we see one last little flashback.
No! Shut up!
Doctor! What's happening?
Just hang in there! Can't try to!
Again, this is the guy who makes these for a living.
I need healing.
We tired of playing with your ass. Today your ass is gonna die. I'm going to kill you.
Oh no.
And then kill you again.
Have mercy!
Oh God!
Tari finally comes to, gets up, looks around her, and she discovers that she's in a futuristic city. And then we finally get our title card. Before we move on, I just have to say one little thing, and I know this is like, and I know you're all thinking the same thing as I am. This is an Amnesia chosen one. You're the chosen one type of plot. You know those ones. The hero wakes up not knowing who or what they are, where they are, not knowing the powers that the chosen one has, and having mysterious flashbacks or weird encounters of someone that he or she had never met, having bad guys chasing after her, good guys trying to help her. It is that type of typical cliche that you see like a bunch of times. And yes, to get the elephant out of the room, this futuristic world isn't that impressive, because we seen like other futuristic worlds like Blade Runner, Fifth Element, Total Recall, Futurama, some animes. Even the whole idea of Tari going into a video game world is almost slightly taken from Ready Player One. So what's the difference between those type of movies and this? Look, SMG4 Tari in the background. Again, I admit the whole place is slightly original, but I can't. But I really can't lie. I still kind of love this. I still kind of love this setting. You see Tari walking amongst the sidewalk. And you see Tari seeing all these big buildings with futuristic type technology in the background, and people playing video games. on the sidewalk, in the alleyways, the corners, even bus stops. And plus, seeing all these colorful, flashy signs with with the logos on them, it's complete eye candy. It's total eye candy, and honestly, I really like it. It's so good, and plus the music in the background of all the stuff that has been happening. It's also good. Just hear it for a minute. It's like being in some type of like a literal video game. It sounds like it, don't it?
Dang it!
Is something wrong?
My day's ruined! Thank you so much!
Oh, it was nothing.
Getting angry over a broken soda machine and finally getting the soda. Yeah, she's most definitely a gamer girl. Anyway, while Tari is still walking through this futuristic gaming city, she takes a look. She takes a peek inside a building where people are playing different types of video games, first-person shooters, RPGs, platformers, and dating simulator. Oh God, no! Is that Doki Doki Literature Club? No! Get away from that! Get away! No way Monica's getting my ass. And then a bunch of bystanders walk up to Tari and confuse her as a actual meta runner. They all start cheering for her, how cool she is, wanting her autograph, and as usual, Tari not knowing what the hell's going on. One of the guys ask her what company she's working with. She takes a look at a building and says that she works for Task Corp. Then all of a sudden, everyone just backs away, and then Tari walks away. Okay, just one quick little rant, and I know this is, oh boy, Manuel, you're gonna have a biased opinion now, because again, a long time ago you liked this, and now you don't like this. It's just again, just hear me out. Just hear me out. I know what they're trying to do here. They're trying to say that possibly this that corporation that she's working at is possibly bad, but we don't get a clue why it is bad in the first place. Usually when in some certain movies or shows, when people start like panicking over some type of dictatorship or some company being all bad and whatnot, people would like hesitate and go, oh no, but we get to see why they're bad. Here we don't. And again, I can't believe I'm going back to this. In Ready Player One, the main character talks about the evil corporation in the movie. We kind of get at first, yeah, we don't really see it, but then we do, and they explain why they are doing this, and then that sparks out. Okay, I understand. But here we got no evidence, no explanation, no nothing. It's just, back up. Oh my God, back up. Again, I understand. It's to show that this company is bad. But why are they bad? We don't see evidence first before we see them actually doing some threats. And when you do see the threats, it's it is bad, but not like amping up to you. Not really amping up. It's just be mad at them now because they're doing this. later in the season, later in some of the episodes. I mean, could there be like a gamer guy in the background going like, "Bunny, you don't look like the type of person who will work for them"? Or, of course, she works for Taz Corp. They always get the good ones. Why? Giving leeway to possibly there might be nothing wrong with this company, over there's something wrong with this company at the very second, at the very minute. And yes, people, I have more rants like that later. So again, Tari sneaks away from the crowds and goes up to the building of Task Corp, which I gotta say, I did not know the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes was a gamer. Now she walks in, and the whole building looks like GameStop if it was doing a collab with the Apple Store. Tari looks around, looking at some knickknacks, while all of a sudden,
I see you're interested in the speed race. One of our more popular gaming enhancement wearables. Equipment will make your finger button mash at an insane rate.
oh boy, I bet every Apple Store and GameStop owner wants their employees to act this way. Actually, kind of think of it. The joke that I said earlier. GameStop if it was doing a collab with the Apple Store. Oh God, help us if that happens.
Well, what about an Alpha X stabilizing wristband, infinite accuracy glove, glitchy box console, comes in a free game.
Hey, that's not Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Tasco pen and headset, File 7 toothbrush, limited edition gaming duck.
Ooh.
I'll take your entire stock!
So Tari finally tells the Jar Jar robot over here to shut up and ask him where she is.
You're in Silica City, the video game capital.
Silica City. That sounds familiar.
And there's no better place to be in Silica City than a Tazcorp superstore. Tazcorp, the new mirror.
Please step away from the girl. Tari sneaks into another room where a bunch of people are cheering for another meta runner. If there's people cheering here, why were there people panicking in the other, which makes no sense? Tari watches this particular meta runner pulling off some hacks and try to perfect a well-known glitch in this video game. So basically, the Super Mario backwards jump from Super Mario 64. So as usual, the meta runner succeeds. She succeeds, but
Folks, it worked! It actually worked! This is it! She just has to land, and we have a new speedrunning champion!
ooh, did not make it to the goal.
Oh no! She missed! She just missed! The run! It's dead, folks.
No!
Oh, it's okay, Belle. You'll get it next time.
It was right there! Just one stupid jump! Oh!
You suck! I still think you're hot, though. Hook me up.
Ugh.
No idea what was going on, but that looked awesome.
Sheesh. Someone help this poor girl. Right as the competition clears out, Tari walks up to the stage and starts playing the game called Ultra Jump Mania. Basically, it's like Mario Sunshine, Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, and Crash Bandicoot smash into one. I told you I'm a gamer. So Tari picks up the controller and starts playing the game. And then that same meta runner walks up to Tari. By the way, this meta runner's name is Belle, and I gotta tell you, I love her design. And you know what? I might as well talk about like the other cast and character designs in the show as well. All their designs look awesome. They sort of have they do have this futuristic look, but at the same time, gamer look as well, as you can see in reality, and they all look unique in their own ways. Every single one of them, from wearing business suits, hipster uniforms, interesting hairstyles. They just speak out personality. It's almost like My Little Pony and The Simpsons. Their background characters are also well known and also have personality, and the fans individually love them all. Granted, those background characters have names of their own, and they're more popular, but I don't know, if these characters had names, we would all like them. Especially Tari and Bells. Tari has this very shy but yet curious personality to her, and plus she has that cutesy blue hair covering her eye, almost like Fluttershy in some ways. Of course, you have Belle. She's a strong, outspoken, don't take shits from nobody personality. And plus she has a red hair type of style. Blue and red. Shy and outspoken. A yin and yang. The antagonist of the protagonist. It's complete polar opposites combining together to go up against each other. Do they become friends? And when do they finally become friends? Oh, darn it. Gonna have to wait for that then.
Oh! Hi. Don't suppose you could show me how to make Coconut Boy go as fast as you did?
You want me to teach you advanced speedrunning tricks when it looks like you've never touched a game in your life?
What a bitch.
What do you think you're doing? This is the speedrunners arena. I don't know if you understand, but you need this thing called skill.
Ooh, okay, another rant situation here. I know I shouldn't be ranting about this, but I just got to. Again, 1 minute I'm praising Belle's design and her outspoken attitude, and listen, I'm for it. I understand it. That's her character, but my God, did they give her the most blandest, cliche, terrible, bully villain type dialogue that you hear a bunch of times before. No disrespect to the voice actress doing Belle's voice. She does it perfectly, and hell, all the other voice actors in the show, they also done very well. It's just the dialogue that you guys kind of give to her is completely cliched and just half the time cringy. Yes, I know, I get it. She's this, oh, I'm better than you, hotshot type of character. Again, that you've seen like a bunch of times before. I understand that, but I sort of don't really like those type of characters because of the dialogue that they give them. It's like you purposely want to be mean just to be mean. You don't have to be mean just to be mean. Earlier in the episode, you see Belle acting a little bit nice to a different meta runner, and she kind of like talks about it later in the series. So why give her these cringy dialogues? They're so I just don't understand. Couldn't she just say, fine, I'll help you, but don't tell everyone that I did. I have a reputation of being a bitch. And giving her a little bit of heart while still keeping to the mean girl attitude that she's going for here.
Fine. I'll just figure it out myself.
This world revolves around games, kid. If you ain't any good, don't bother. Go be a janitor or something.
Okay, every time Belle speaks, I'm just gonna put over a clip where she just should just shut up.
You know, button mashing ain't gonna get you any.
Shut the fuck up! I know I'm going to trigger a lot of you Belle fans out there, but come at me, Team Tari. Right as Belle turns around and wants to insult Tari again, she discovers that Tari is actually... Oh, wait a minute. Jiggle physics. Were those jiggle physics? I want to see that again. Were those jiggle physics? Alright, I take it back. She's best girl. Belle's best girl. Jiggle physics to the win! Belle watches Tari playing the game like an actual pro. When then, all of a sudden... Tari wakes up inside the game that she was playing. Ooh, oh my lord. While she's in the game, she sees all these weird looking menus and views and screens on her in her eyes. And then all of a sudden...
Who the... Take that, foul beast!
I know what you're all thinking. Great. A cute minion sidekick. Well, yeah, that's basically what Theo is. Meanwhile, outside of the real world, you see Tari completely blanked out.
You alright?
Belle wanting to know what's happening to her, so she calls in her boss, Lux, and oh boy, people, I'm going to tell you one thing. This guy, Lux, has got to be not only a very cliche, evil business tycoon, he is by far one of the most intimidating business tycoons.
I'll call you back. It's one of my meta runners. What is it, Belle? I'm extremely busy explaining to the press about your disappointing failure of a performance tonight.
What is that? Is that the sound of girls moaning over the guy's voice? Why, I do believe it is. If you thought, like, all these bad guys with their intimidating voices that have this sexual sounding to it is wowie zowie, this guy is just perfect. Because later in the series, there's some scenes where he talks like all calmly and peaceful, and then he can get a little bit annoyed and a little bit frustrating, and the way that he says it is so good, especially when he tries to threat someone.
Need I remind you who owns you and who can decommission you in an instant?
Really? Intimidation?
Come on, Lux. That might work on your other meta.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking stupid chap, cunt.
Maybe I will after today's performance.
So Lux lets go of Belle and walks over to Tari. And again, his tone from about to decommission you to what's happening over here, it just goes smoothly.
What triggered this?
I don't know. She just sort of freaked out and froze. I thought I broke her, you know, emotionally.
Shut the fuck up!
Again, props to this voice actor. I really hope that he continues as his character and hope that he continues on voice acting. And the big screen starts to glitch out, and then they see...
You're a giant faggot, you should kill yourself.
I don't think that's it. Let me adjust the thing.
Down the hallways, you giant asswipe.
Coconut boy?
Ah, there we go. They see Tari in the game.
Bring in the Tazcore scientists. I want all of them here. Now.
Let me get this straight. You want them there now, sir?
Now.
Oh boy. when he makes that voice, whew, gives me conniptions. The scientists, where are they now? Give me the scientists. And right there, the show ends, and we get to have our ending credits. Now, I really have to tell you right here, the shows, they're very short. They clock into maybe like 11 to 15 minutes. And yes, they all end in a cliffhanger. Yeah, if you thought One Piece's cliffhangers can get annoying, top tier over here. As I said before, with the music, the songs in the show are amazing. Because later in the series, you get to hear the actual opening theme song called "Always Running," and "Always Running" is kind of, I don't know, for some reason gets you like pumped up for actually playing a video game, or possibly jogging, or just riding your bike. It has this like getting you so pumped up beat to it. Which is pretty fine, and I know that a lot of people like that song. It's just the ending credit song. That one is so perfect. That song is called Breeze. And it kind of has this slow, peaceful beat to it. If you actually find the full song, give it a listen. It's really good. Finally, I get to my conclusion. First episode is pretty impressive. Despite me complaining about the dialogue, predictable storylines, where it's like kind of drag on a bit too much. Now on the positive side, I still like the setting. I still like the character designs. The music is by far the best I ever heard. And again, does this show hold up to this day? Does this episode hold up to this day? Well, it kind of does. Just like any other like streaming service TV show that you get to see, you will watch it over and over and over again. But you will still remember the time that you watched this show for the first time and you adored every minute of it. And now, since you watch it over and over again, you sort of have this meh type of feeling to it, realistically or critically, like me. But again, I really appreciate what SMG4, Luke, and his big brother Kevin, and his entire their entire production, Glitch Productions. It's so good, guys. I really can't wait for the second season, and I really can't wait to review more of the episodes. Well, that's enough for today. I want to thank you all for watching my review. Give this show a look and check out the SMG4's channel. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. I want you to please like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family that I exist. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified of future videos that I have in store. I'm Movie Manny, signing out. And oh yeah, those weird gamer guys that you saw before, I don't think they're going to be recurring characters. I really don't.
Or are we? Yeah, are we? Yeah. No, not really. Only for this.
We'll still continue on
for this series, maybe.
Yeah,
right.
Continue on, just for this show.
Yeah.